Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm filming a Birkin bait video of the Kelly on Desordre, which is so exciting. I have been dying to know how this bag is attained, so it's super exciting. So before we start though, I just realized I hadn't filmed a Birkin bait video for like 2 months, and one of you, by the way, sent me your bait list on Facebook Messenger for a mini Kelly, and then something happened and our whole entire chat, I swear I didn't do anything, was gone. Whoever you are, please contact me again, okay? And resend the mini Kelly bait list again. I'm so sorry because this happened in January and I was so excited. I was like, oh, I'm gonna film the mini Kelly bait list, and then I was like, oh my gosh, where's the information and stuff? If you want to send me your bait, send it to me via email, Instagram DM, or Facebook Messenger. Okay, so we're going to do the Kelly on Desordre, and the location is a very competitive boutique in Asia, okay? So as you know, the Kelly on Desordre, we saw it on the catwalks. I think it was like 2 or 3 catwalks ago. It popped up, honey. She's a catwalk bag boo-boo, okay? And she's part of the Kelly family. I remember watching the catwalk show when the bag was first there and the models were holding it. I was like, girl, boo boo. I was like, this bag is going to cost literally the equivalent of my future heir. I'm telling you this right now because I could just feel like it was going to be a very pricey bag. All right. The retail price of the bag in Paris is 10,500 euro. So we will use, even though she's in Asia, we'll use euros just to make it easier for everyone, because obviously some products are like 20% more expensive in different Asian countries and all the rest of it. She got an exotic special order pair of shoes in Croc. She also got a diamond ring. That diamond ring was a few $1,000s. And she also got a men's polo shirt. She picked up a bunch of scarves and a bunch of twillies as well. And she said that she had purchased a lot of other things as well, but these were like the key things that she had purchased. She also got a bunch of non-quota bags, but in most boutiques in Asia, in Europe as well, non-quota bags do not count towards your pre-spend for anything. So even though she did buy the non-quota bags, it didn't count. So just to recap super quick: exotic Croc special order shoes, a diamond ring worth like many thousands of dollars, a men's polo shirt, lots of scarves, lots of twillies, non-quota bags, which we're not going to count for the pre-spend of the Kelly on Desordre. So I think, and then basically, and she also got other things as well. Her location is incredibly competitive. It's so competitive that clients pre-order bait items, but the bait only counts when they have physically received the bait in their hand, like when the store has received the bait. So for example, in her location and many other locations in Asia, if you see like a fine jewelry piece that you like, most cases there's so many big spenders and there's so many people who can compete at that level that you can't just walk into the store and be like, hello, I'd like to buy the Collier de Chien bangle, I'd like to buy, the Pavé Kelly bangle. You probably have to order it. So you have to order it, you have to pay for it, the whole thing obviously, and it only counts once it's physically in your hand. That's when it counts for your profile. It doesn't count when it's ordered, because some of you are like, when you order something, does it count for your next offer? It doesn't count until the store has received it, because some stores, some of you have even told me directly, like some stores can take ages to receive things, okay? So that is basically pretty much it. That's the bait that she pretty much purchased. She told me the final pre-spend amount. It is very significant, and the total ratio for this offer, like I said, we'll use euros, because if we use her currency, I feel like I'm not going to be able to keep her information private, and I want to respect her privacy. So we're not gonna look at it from the ratio in Asia. Let's just use Europe. BKH is a French company. They set their prices in euros always first, and then they convert into other like currencies. In Europe, the Caillon Desordre is 10,500 euro. The pre-spend for this offer for the Caillon Desordre in a very competitive Asian city was 5.2. There you go. Okay, so you can work out the pre-spend now. You don't need me to say it out. So it's 5.2, which I know you're like, oh my god. I know people are gonna be like, oh my god, that's crazy. Not for this bag, And please, unless you're gonna bring the 2-pack hologram to hologram me to see you get this bag for, oh, I didn't buy anything, because there are always people in comments like of Big H videos, my Big H Birkin videos. There are always people who are like, that, well, my friend got hers and she didn't do this. Girl, bye. Where's the 2-pack hologram? Okay, 2-pack hologram me there so I can see your friend get the Caillon Desordre without having to show loyalty. I think this is a massive loyalty bag, and I think the way it's being positioned is as a VIP bag / big spender bag. I want to kind of talk about my view of the sort of like VIP big spender thing at Big H. I think that there are a lot of people who are VIPs but don't realize it. There are a lot of you out there who are VIPs at Big H, you just haven't realized it yet. There are a lot of people who are big spenders at the brand and who have the potential to be VIP clients. And maybe you're like, oh, well, I'm not a VIP. Well, how do you know you're not one? How do you know you're not a VIP? I mean, no brand is going to call you a VIP. I think you just kind of end up knowing that you are one. This is definitely a VIP / big spender bag. I think they give it to the best clients of the house. I think they also give it to balling clients, so clients who are ballers, who maybe are not official VIPs but have the potential of being a VIP. So basically, if you're a really great client of the brand, I think you're going to be offered this bag in a very competitive city. There are different Hermes markets around the world. There's some markets that aren't competitive. It's really important when we discuss the Birkin bait that you acknowledge where we're talking about. I just told you a very competitive location in Asia. The situation in Asia is so competitive. I think there are only 3 other places outside of Asia that I think are comparable that are comparable to what's going on in the boutiques in Asia in terms of sheer competition. I would say all of the boutiques in Australia are extremely, fiercely competitive, similar to the boutiques in Asia. All of the boutiques in the Middle East are fiercely competitive as well. All of the boutiques in Germany, people wait years for bags in Germany. People wait years, 3-4 years. It's completely normal. People wait years for bag offers in Germany. They're incredibly competitive. And then I think you have certain locations in America are super competitive, like the boutiques in California, Madison Avenue, New York. And then in Canada, you have a location like Vancouver. Like that's a famously brutal, like tough boutique to score in. There are a lot of big spenders there. So if you live in a city but your location isn't that competitive, you can't compare. If you got a Caillon Desordre but you didn't show a lot of loyalty, you can't compare it to my Glamazon because the situation in Asia is so competitive. There's so many big spenders and ballers in the boutiques in Asia, so you cannot. It's just a different world, in my opinion. But generally speaking, this bag is a VIP bag / big spender bag in terms of the way it's offered. I saw a bunch of people, like maybe 2 or 3 people on Facebook, get offered this bag. All of the people who have been offered this bag that I have seen in different groups are people who are big spenders / VIPs in their home store. It's never been someone, creating like a fairy tale saying, oh, Haya just wanted to know if I was interested in this. It is only offered to people with very, very, very strong profiles in super competitive locations. I think if you like this bag, you should just continue to build on your profile. I also think if you are grandfathered at the brand, meaning you've been shopping there for years and years, even if you don't think your spend profile is high, you should maybe request it, because I feel like it also goes to people who are also grandfathered at the brand, like people who have been shopping there for years and years, because obviously your spend accumulates as well over time, even though they are looking at your calendar year spending. If you maybe have spent like, just throwing a number out, let's say you spent 200,000 euros over like 8 years of shopping at Hermes, but maybe last year you spent 10K, I do feel like you definitely have to spend for this bag, you'd have to show loyalty for this bag, but you could still get that bag based off your previous 200k loyalty. I hope that's making sense. I'm just trying to make sense of this because including my Glamazon subscriber and the people who I have seen on Facebook say they've been offered this bag, it's going to people who have shown loyalty to the brand and who have shopped across many different categories, and the ratio is definitely not 1-to-1. It's not a 1-to-1 like bag. So that is the Birkin bait list for the Kelly on Desordre. I would love to know what you think. I think the name is like the Disordered Kelly. I'm wondering, I was just wondering, like, should they change the name and make it a little bit easier for people to say, because it's Kelly on Desordre, you know, if we're trying to say it properly in French. Some people call it the Desordre Kelly, some people say Kelly Desordre, but really, if we're being specific, it's Kelly on Desordre. I did ask her, like, does it fit as much as a mini Kelly? I believe this bag is slightly smaller than the mini Kelly, even though I believe it is a 20 centimeter bag. I must say, as I always tell you guys about the artisan, the craftsmanship stuff, this bag looks like it was very difficult to make. Like, the pictures of the bag look like it was very hard. By the way, she got the bag in a really desirable color. It wasn't like a bright color or anything like that, although I have seen a bright color of the bag. Let me just quickly put up the picture here. I saw this on an Instagram influencers page. We're starting to see it now in different colors. Let me tell you what I have physically seen of this bag. When I was in Paris last month, in February, I did see this beauty at Faubourg. I did not see it at Sevres. I didn't go to Georges V. I feel like, do you want me to go to Georges V on my next trip? Because I'm going back literally in about 2 months, I'll be back in Paris. So let me know if you want me to go back to Georges V. Let me know in the comments. But I didn't see it at Sevres, and I looked at every single bag display at the Sevres boutique, but I did see 2 of them at Faubourg. So the 2 that I saw at 24 was one in gold, beautiful, and I'm pretty sure I took a picture of that, but I think I might have deleted the picture from my phone, but I'm pretty sure it's in my Facebook group. So if you want to see the picture of that, just go join my group and search up, like, look for my profile basically and look at my previous posts, you'll see it. I also saw one in Verfiz, which I didn't take a picture of. It was really, really beautiful as well. I've seen a few online that are already on reseller sites. And I've seen some colors like Cray and Nata. It looks really, really good in those colors. And you know, I'm not a big H neutral girl, but I must say, I think I like the neutrals for this bag a lot more than the colors, because I think the like asymmetrical cut of the bag and the way it's structured, I think it lends itself to neutrals, but it looks really great in bright colors as well. I personally love this bag. When I first saw it, I really liked it. I was unsure, but something about me liked it. And I think I realized what I like about it. I like that it's different, it's edgy, it's you know, obviously, like the flap at the front is on an angle, it's askew. I like things that are different and edgy. I feel like Big H is such a, it's hard to say this because I don't want to offend anyone. Big H is a very minimal brand for me. Like the brands I like. I'm wearing a Versace jeans couture top here. I love Versace, I love Moschino, I love Louis Vuitton, I love Chanel, you know, I love Gucci. I like brands like that. I like flashy brands that are loud. It's unique, it's edgy, it's different, it's fresh. I love this bag. I think it's amazing. So I love it. I think it's really great. Does anyone like this bag? If you don't like this bag, it's okay. Don't worry. No one's going to be offended in the comments. I'd love to know what you think about it. So yeah, tell me what you think about this bait list, and would you like to hear more Birkin bait videos and Birkin bait content? You will let me know in the comments. I asked you to tell me what you think of the current situation of bait at Big H in 2023. I put a sticker on Instagram. Some of you responded. Angie said, can't stop, with the laughing emoji. I mean, you can't, because without bait, they aren't offers. It's that simple, exactly. Tony said, I have no clue what people can buy because the stores are bare. So true. When I was at 7 for 7 last month, there was this one t-shirt that I really, really liked. I think it was really great. Does anyone like this bag? If you don't like this bag, it's okay. Don't worry. No one's going to be offended in the comments. I'd love to know what you think about it. So yeah, tell me what you think about this bait list, and would you like to hear more Birkin bait videos and Birkin bait content? You will let me know in the comments. I asked you to tell me what you think of the current situation of bait at Big H in 2023. I put a sticker on Instagram. Some of you responded. I remember seeing on the website it wasn't there. There's a lot of stuff that is not there. So I feel like people are just buying everything, and this is why, like, I think we see this a lot in Asia as well, and the Middle East, like the boutiques in the Middle East and Asia. People pre-order bait like months in advance, like in the hope of getting their offers. Like, that's how competitive this is. Regina said, "It is what it is." Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, if you're in the big H game, like, you have to buy bait. I'd love to hear more from you in terms of, like, if you're waiting for an offer. In terms of me, I'm not worried until I go to France and see what happens in 2 months' time. But yeah, I feel good about how things are, so I will continue to film Big H content. I have a colours video coming, because when I was getting ready to go to Europe is when the colours were released for spring summer. A lot of you were like, oh my god, have you seen the colours? I was literally packing, getting ready to travel to go to Europe, so I didn't have time to absorb them, but I will have a colours video coming up this weekend, so I hope that you guys will watch that and you'll like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video.